Hey everybody, I'm Katie, and welcome to Head of the Class. I'm joined today by Mrs. Lydia Overman, Freedom Project Academy's high school humanities teacher who joined FPA in 2018. Mrs. Overman, you began your education career teaching some of the youngest students, and now you're teaching some of the oldest students. Tell us about your background and what led you to teaching humanities.
Sure. Yeah, that's absolutely true. I began teaching in first grade. I taught first grade for 3 years, and then I got a big step up to fourth grade. And then I had our first child. And so my husband and I decided that I would stay home, and it was a wonderful decision, but I still wanted to pursue teaching because I love teaching. And so I found Freedom Project, and it was the perfect answer. I was able to stay home with our daughter, but also still be in the classroom, but virtually. And so it was just a win-win for my family, and I was excited to be a part of Freedom Project.
Now, within humanities, you have the arts and you have music, which are topics that are clearly visual and engaging. How do you teach your students these topics in a virtual classroom?
Right. Well, it's one of the topics I think it lends itself most readily to a virtual classroom. We have done a tour of the Louvre, but obviously I didn't fly a whole class over to the Louvre and walk through it. We did a virtual tour. A lot of these museums have virtual tours posted on their website. And so, you save the cost of admission and the cost of traveling to either, a different country or different state. And so it's actually not very difficult for me to take my class virtually somewhere and show them either the architecture of a building or, walk through the Met, the Metropolitan Museum of Art also has a virtual tour. So I actually think the virtual classroom is a very conducive setting to teaching the arts because most of it, like you said, is visual and a lot of it is online now.
Lesson planning and teaching take up a big chunk of time. But when you do get some free time, what do you like to do?
I love the outdoors. Anything outdoors, hiking. I used to horseback ride a lot. And so if I'm not outside, I'm probably cooking. I'm kind of a health nut, so I love doing all these healthy recipes and things like that.
With your background in public school education and the opportunity to teach on various platforms within the online community, what was it that made you join FPA specifically?
Actually, it's a testament to you guys hiring. There's a lady that currently teaches for you guys, and she is at my church, and I really like her. I think she balances her work life and her family a lot, and so I had noticed I really respect her, and I was asking her who she taught for and how it worked with homeschooling her kids and her getting to further her education and her career. And she told me, well, I teach for this academy called Freedom Project. You should look into it. And so just her opinion alone was a big influencer for me because I had seen how she balanced raising kids and working, and I thought any organization that supports this kind of balancing of family and professional career, I am interested in. And so that's what led me to Freedom Project.
Before we wrap up, we're going to do what I'm calling a little quick fire round. So I want you to answer the following questions as quickly as possible. What are 5 words to describe you?
Okay, energetic, outdoorsy, organized, spontaneous, and friendly.
Okay. 4 of your favorite places to travel to or that you would like to visit.
Okay, Yosemite National Park is definitely on my list. Arcadia National Park, anywhere in the country of Germany, and probably anywhere in Colorado.
All right. What are your 3 favorite songs or artists who you get to teach about?
Ooh, okay, Tchaikovsky. He did Swan Lake and the Nutcracker, so some other ballets you've heard of. Let's see, Chopin, and probably Mozart. My last one.
All right. What are your 2 favorite pieces of art?
Okay, Caravaggio's, any of Caravaggio's paintings I like a lot, and then probably Monet, which most people have heard of, but I'm a big fan of Monet and his Impressionist work.
And finally, what's one piece of advice you have for your students?
I think it'd be simple and straightforward. I'd say read the syllabus syllabus at the beginning of the year. It'll save you a lot of time and trouble if you know what you're getting into.
Mrs. Overman, thank you so much for being here today. Learn more about our amazing teachers and Freedom Project Academy at fpeusa.org.